Insect Newick review of Bell Roberts et al. 2019. Phylogeny of Hemiptera. Data is on Dryad. I see a couple of trees on there. So one of them, interestingly, is a constraint tree. It looks like a constraint tree. Having a quick browse of the text, looks like they used the NCB taxonomy as a constraint and have provided the constraint tree, which is pretty neat. You can see the taxonomic hierarchy as it pertains to what is in the data they have used, and they have labeled the internal nodes accordingly. Anyway, that's not exactly what we need. So the tree, this seems to be the tree. Now we can see immediately this is a genus level tree, and I've labeled it only with genera. So one thing we need to do is just attach _sp to these to keep consistency with as we using species level data. We're producing species level trees. We can see node labels, and well, we can see two different types of node label. We can see they've used taxonomic names, and they have support, which is I think this is quite cool. If this is a constraint tree, if it's constrained according to the taxonomy, this actually makes a lot of sense to label differently where you have constrained and just put the taxonomic name in there, and then the other ones can have the node support. And this is not something I considered, but it makes a lot of sense. Also, I've labeled the root. Some people do this, and this also has some use. So you can see if you just cat the file, then immediately you can see it's rooted as, and it sounds quite simple, but generally you don't know that, you can't assume that this is the case. But if the root is labeled, and this is nice, we can see it's immediately a rooted tree. Just down to processing, not much we need to do. So just removed node labels. We don't really need these now. In terms of provisioning a machine readable tree, yeah, this is labeling the root can save a bit of processing. I've also been thinking about people should label the in group. That would be useful also, because think about process of synthesis. We're only wanting to integrate the in group, the out groups being for a different purpose, really. Now you see in Open Tree of Life, they will require that the in group is assigned in uploaded source trees. So it would be useful also if people labeled root, that people would also label the in group. But I've never seen anyone do this, but something to consider. Might be useful to have. Anyway, we've got these taxonomic node labels, which I just realized they're not going to correspond exactly to the constraint, because there's some of them that have multiple taxa on there. This one here's a node label which has 3 families on there. So I've just removed and then added the SP to the genus name, and I think that's about it. I think it's good to have genus and species, even if your species are all unassigned. Better to I can see if you produce a genus level tree, it's a bit inefficient to do this, but this needs adding for integration to other data sets. But generally, there's just not much you need to do here. So we have tree from Dryad, original file name. Just a script to process it, although very little I needed to do, and 738, so quite a large tree, and job done.